Ever pondered about where all the money goes? Welcome to the wild ride of Kenya's economic maze, a thrilling adventure that's more than just numbers on a spreadsheet. Imagine being on an economic roller coaster where the highs are fleeting and the lows are all too familiar. With fuel prices soaring and unemployment casting a long shadow, Kenyans are buckled in for a tumultuous journey. But remember, understanding the problem is the first step towards a solution. Now, let's navigate through the money maze. Think about it. 70 to 80% of our hard-earned cash vanishes into the black hole of debt repayments. It's like playing a disheartening game of follow the money, where the trail leads straight to a debt dungeon. You might suggest, why not simply increase taxes? But that's merely putting a plaster on a fracture. We cannot resolve this issue by continually burdening the same people. It's time to dig deeper and uncover the real root of the problem. Cast your mind back to Kibaki's era. He didn't merely raise taxes, he expanded the economy like a master strategist. Kibaki's formula: lower the barriers to development, integrate more people into the formal economy, and watch the money pot grow. Fast forward to today and it feels like we're on a different path. And sadly, it's not leading us to prosperity. Our economy hasn't expanded. We're stuck with the same old model. The result? More debt and less development. Here's an eye-opener for you. Parliament approves 313 billion shillings for external loans. However, a month later, the National Treasury gazettes a staggering 870 billion shillings. It seems someone's playing fast and loose with the figures. It's time to address the elephant in the room: our skyrocketing national debt. The numbers are astounding. 1.6 trillion shillings in debt. The twist? Only 416 billion shillings are allocated for development. So, where's the rest going? Let's demystify deficits. Borrowing should be for development, not for extravagant spending. The deficit over the past decade? A colossal 6.4 trillion shillings. It's as if we're borrowing for the next 6 decades.
This debt is not a passing cloud. It's a storm that's forecasted for the next 60 years.
The million-dollar question is, where did that extra 6.4 trillion shillings go? We approved 313 billion shillings. They borrowed 870 billion shillings. It's like we're playing a losing game of economic hide-and-seek. Brace yourselves for the unpleasant news. This debt is like a specter, haunting us for decades to come. We're teetering on the edge of an economic precipice, and it seems the government is driving us faster towards it. In the end, our money is meandering through a labyrinth of debt, deficits, and dubious decisions. It's high time we demanded transparency, accountability, and perhaps a few economic lessons for our policymakers. Until next time, stay curious and stay informed. Remember, knowledge is power, and together we can unveil the economic maze.